Estado de Zacatecas, como te recuerdo por donde yo voy.
Hey guys, welcome back to Chingonas Talk About It. This is your girl Diana.
And this is your girl Cynthia.
Guys, I didn't drop last week. I'm just gonna keep saying that every time I don't drop.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yes, I'm understanding that it's fine and I'm not gonna stress about it or get all freaked out about it. A veces no se puede, and a veces like we just have something better for you guys the upcoming week.
We give you guys a break.
We give you guys a break, like, oh, Chingonas finally. Like, oh my God, I can listen to the radio at work or like when I'm working out or something. And you guys can catch up with like Compas Unfiltered, Con Puros Compas.
I think Con Puros Compas isn't dropping right now.
Or look at their old episodes.
I saw that they have
a situation
going on.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah. So yes, we will give you guys a break. I think before I was so freaked out, like, no, we have to drop every freaking Monday, and I have to edit in time for everything, and it's just like that would stress me out a lot.
That was a lot of pressure.
It was a lot of pressure, and I'll freak out, and then like, you know, Cynthia will be like, okay, I'll edit or something like that. But it's like it's not even about that. It's just like the loading process is not as fast as you guys think it is. Yeah, it takes at least 24 hours, right? Yeah.
That sucks, right?
Yeah, it does.
I don't know if it's like, because we have tested it out on my internet, on your internet, and then CPS comes through.
CPS definitely comes through, but like, no se puede, you know.
No.
No abren tan temprano. You know? So, you know, we'll just leave it like that. But, guys, welcome to a brand new month.
A brand new month.
We're already talking shit. We're like, you're going to say it's a brand new month, because it is a brand new month.
Welcome, April.
April, we welcome you. This is the Aries season.
Aries season, yeah?
Yeah, so shout out to everyone who has a birthday this month. Do you know anybody who's an Aries?
Yes, I do. My best friend.
Oh my God, yes.
My best friend.
That's right.
Her, we still have time, but her birthday is the 19th.
Yeah, the 19th.
Our Uncle Elio.
Uncle Elio, yes.
He's also the 19th. Gloria.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, my mind just went blank. I'm like, damn, I don't know anybody who fucking celebrates their birthday in April. Whole time there's like a list and shit.
Yeah, we have April birthdays.
Yeah.
Family wise, no. I don't.
No, we're not. I think we skip April. I don't think no one of the siblings is April.
No, for sure us no. But I was more like tios. No,
just do Elio.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, we're in April. That's crazy. Like spring's here and shit.
I'm just like shit. Like, mi tiempo se está acabando, mommy.
I know. Are you thinking about the time?
Yeah.
You're like, damn, like un mes menos.
Yeah, like that's how I look at it. Because Louis was talking the other day and he was like, shit, like, I feel like March is so long, and I'm like, let it be long.
For real.
Like, why are you rushing?
So we have May.
We have whole May.
June, July.
Yeah.
3.5 months.
3.5 months.
Because the quince is like first week of July. Yeah. Vámonos. At first week of August. Sorry, I said July.
Yeah.
First week of August. Yeah. Vámonos, recio. Yeah, dude. You better not fucking pass out the day, Cynthia.
No, but
you'll be freaking taking your electrolytes.
I saw a TikTok where it's like the bride was sitting in a corner, just fucking looking at the whole party.
Yeah.
And just like mesmerizing, just like así, like on her own little world. And she's like, if you see me in a corner looking at my wedding, just know that I planned this whole shit by myself.
Yeah, literally. I mean, you basically are planning this quince by yourself.
Yeah, not in a bad way, because the other day I made a stupid TikTok.
Yeah, and I was concerned.
TikTok, yeah,
I was concerned.
It was a Snapchat. It wasn't a TikTok. And I had so many people messaging me like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like,
"Do you need help?"
I was like, "I am very well. Thank you very much for asking." I was just being stupid. I have so many people.
Stupidity worried us.
Yeah, I have so many people asking me, "Can I help you? What can I help you with?" I understand, like, you know, like I am very particular how I want my things. So maybe that. And another thing, I'm the oldest sister, so like older sisters are not allowed to ask for help.
I mean, if you want to, you can start asking for help, you stupid ass.
No, but it's just like my thing is Julisa's quinceañera is very like. I want to say minimal, like very small, very simple. Like that's the word, simple. So like, why would I tell people to help me like fucking like build a snack cart? You know, like I'm not
building it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not. Like I wish.
We can.
I reached out. Like if you guys know of a snack company, message me, because I did reach out to a snack company like que te hacen like churros, elotes, and all that on spot. so that I wouldn't have a dessert table. And I think it's looking like I'm gonna have a dessert table because the snack company that I looked into that does both the churros and the jalapenos, the Cheetos with the cheese, and has a elote cart are booked.
No.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So you see, it's like stuff that it's like I could do it on my own. Like I could look for these type of things.
Otro día vi que arreglaron una traila y la hicieron también para vender. Si quieres hacer una pinche traila y ahí vendemos cosas, ¿quieres?
You know, I was thinking, like right now that I'm in like planning season, I was like, I could fucking make a bar, and like a mobile bar. You know how good I would be as a bartender. Imagínate, like you wink at me, fucking 2 shots extra.
Right.
Y ya.
Me llevas a mí, yo te hago plática. Let's do it, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm telling you, like little
things like that.
Yeah, Julisa's party is so simple that I appreciate everyone
trying to help you,
asking me if I need help. But no, like it's really, really something really simple. The main things are done. The only thing worrying me right now is a padre. Yeah, because we not necessarily hired him because he is a family friend.
I thought your mom handled that.
Yeah, so she handled that, but he said, a ver qué.
You can't live with a ver qué.
Yeah,
we need a yes.
So that's what I'm at. Right now I'm at a ver
pues
qué.
Ahí nos contamos todos y agarramos las manos y empezamos a rezar un Padre Nuestro.
Alabaré.
Dude, imagine.
Like how like you gotta start paying attention to church Wednesdays when you go.
What?
Por si se requiere tu bendición.
On Wednesdays they do it really fast and they do it in English.
Damn.
But I would play in Spanish. You know how you're like programmed in Spanish?
I pray in Spanish.
Yeah,
I pray and count in Spanish. That's
I'm crazy, right?
When I'm counting my box down, I'm like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then my neighbor, she's like, "You're counting in Spanish, right?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am."
It's good we're programmed to like, you know, English wasn't our first language.
No, ESL.
For real, shout out to my ESL kids. But yeah, dude, like ya se pasa el tiempo de volada, and I feel like everything's gonna go well. I feel like uno nunca siempre está like contento, right? There's always someone's gonna be like, oh, this and that, whatever. Mira, mientras coman, pistien y bailen, cállense.
Solucionado.
Y sabes que ese día yo también voy a estar en la puerta diciendo cállense. Y si no dirá, shh.
Yeah. And
because literally that's what it is, dude. Like chill, like you're an invitee.
Yeah.
And you're
no cortaste, cállate los hocico.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you're doing the best you can because the plans weren't even to be here. It was to do it in Atolinga. Things happened where, you know, you're doing it.
Have we announced that? No.
Oh, surprise.
We are no longer doing it in Mexico. We're doing it in Atolinga. I mean,
we're not doing it in Atolinga.
We're not doing it in Atolinga. Oh, look, I would wear my Zacatecana as fuck shirt today.
True.
We're doing it in Illinois.
Yes. Illinois is correct.
Yeah, we changed the location. That was hectic as it was because the invitations were already about to be printed. Whole time the address on the invitation is wrong.
Do you feel better now?
I think so. A part of me because of mom. Mm-hmm. That was my main concern, like my parents not being there, because my parents have had a very important role in raising my kids. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily like them, like I keep on saying this, but like my parents weren't like my babysitters.
Right. But they were there.
They have seen my kids grow and have been a part of my kids' growth. So like it was like a little like oh shit, like they're not gonna be there, or maybe they're gonna just like get there the day of or the day before and leave right away.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that worried me. But now that it's gonna be here, it's like cool. Like that's like, you know, I'm home. I don't have to worry about like things, extra shit.
Right. So now you're just getting all that situated that it's not gonna be in Mexico. Now it's gonna be here and just like getting things situated here.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like everything's gonna be okay. The party's gonna be the best of your ability, and that's it. Just we're a vibe, so I feel like the vibe's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And you know, Julissa has to be thankful because you are doing this for her. Mm-hmm. And also like that's her memory.
Also, Julissa is picking everything. Mm-hmm. So I keep on saying that, but it's just like at the end of the day, if you guys show up to the party and you're not happy with something, I could give 2 fucks respectfully.
Yeah.
Because this is my daughter's party and this is how my daughter wants it.
Exactly.
So that's all I care, because like the food, nobody's going to be like, oh, it was amazing. It was so good. Like one person could agree, one person could disagree, and that's fine. So at the end of the day, I'm just doing this for my daughter, and that's it.
Julissa, if you're watching this, just doing it for you only. We're just there for like
Moral
like
support.
the moral support, like a picture.
La peda.
Una selfie por ahí. Que me arreglen ahí, que me transformen and shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah. Makeup is booked. Hair is booked. Music is booked.
Food is booked.
Food is booked. Location is booked.
Drinks are booked.
The drinks are booked.
Yeah. So we just need a dessert table.
Yeah. ¿Alguien quiere ser padrino de dessert?
Hey, ¿no tendrán alguien que conocen por ahí?
You know what? I was thinking, like, I was seeing, how far? The other day I was seeing that, like, influencers have such big parties, right? But everything gets given to them.
They don't pay for shit?
The majority gets given to them because it's vendors that want to promote their services. So, yes, they pay for their party, of course, but there's a lot of things that are given to them.
So any vendors want to give
Do you guys want to be...
give to Chingonas talk about it?
Chingonas talk about his sponsors?
I'm scared, bro.
Yeah. No, but yeah, the quinceañera.
Confirmed, guys. Surprise, it's here
Yeah.
in Illinois. So make sure that in 3.5 months
Yeah.
you'll see.
Maybe we'll do like little like
Like
a little video.
You want us? I can do that for you.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a little
respectfully for your family.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a little video because you guys are a part of this quinceañera planning.
Yeah, you guys been here the whole time it started and shit.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do a little video and show you guys
Aww.
the shit show.
Yo no sé por qué me siento tan... Is that song gonna be there or no?
No.
Ya ves, ya cambiaron las cosas aquí la quinceañera. We were just talking about, right? We're millennials. What were we saying about millennials?
That millennials are they're kept well because we suffer from depression and anxiety, so we don't go out of our house so the sun doesn't age us.
Amen. With that being said, guys, this episode is actually going to be a long one. We have someone on the call, and we don't know this person. This person actually found us on Chingonas on our Instagram and messaged us, and they want to be on the call. And I'm really excited to have them because they want to share something very personal and bring some awareness out there. So, of course, we're using this platform to inform people about what's going on. So, come with us and introduce and meet this person with us.
Yes.
And their story.
Nice.
So, we're going to go ahead and see if they're ready. Hi, guys. So, here we have on the call, we have our new friend that we found on Instagram that messaged us and wanted to be on the call. So, Angelica, please introduce yourself on Chingonas.
Hi, ladies. ¿Cómo están mis chingonas? Aquí para hablarles un poquito. Laura Angélica Flores. Thank you for having me, ladies. Let's hope that we have a good chat.
Thank you.
Thank you for messaging us and being brave and wanting to talk about something very personal.
Yeah, so I think that as Hispanics, we are brave. We're definitely there. And it's just at a different level only because, I lived it through, very personal areas. But I think that people need to hear about this as direct and blunt as possible, pues para aplicarlo, ¿no? También y ponernos en otro nivel, otro lugar. If that makes any sense. I'm sure it will once we talk some more.
Yeah, and how long ago did this happen?
So let me start off by, making it clear that I'm an ambassador, which means I'm not here to diagnose. I am here to provide a link between me and any help that anybody with a mental health issue might have, okay? Aparte de ahí, pues, a mi familia, desafortunadamente, nos pasó que perdimos a nuestro papá por medio de suicidio hace 11 años ya. 11 años. Y I can't stress enough the trauma and the pain that has left my family with, and the work that we have had to do within each other individually to respect it on his behalf and also to forgive. Not only like forgive him, forgive each other just for, anything that we felt we could have done better, whatever the case might be. But it happened May 1st of 2011. And I will never forget that day, because it was so unexpected, pienso que nuestra comunidad mexicana, pues nosotros somos zacatecanos primeramente, entonces nosotros venimos de rancho. Y nosotros en el rancho pues no se habla de casi nada, no se habla de lo que son muchos temas que están pasando ahorita en esta cultura, en esta sociedad, ¿verdad? Yeah. Y la salud mental siendo uno de ellos. O sea que si un hombre tiene ciertas emociones, it's almost like, dude, chill.
Yeah.
¿Qué traes? ¿O qué tienes? O al rato se te va a hacer coraje o whatever, They silver-lined. Yeah. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
Yes.
Entonces, pues, mi papá en realidad no creció teniendo ningún método de expresión donde él pudiera ser quien era como persona. Él tenía que ser hombre, macho, right?
Yeah.
And I think that started very early. Pues ya sabes que se vienen jovencitos a trabajar, dejan sus familias, se pierden en la frontera, luego se te dice que te tienes que casar y tienes que tener hijos y le tienes que cumplir a la mujer y tienes que ser, proveedor, head of household.
Yeah.
Y muchos hombres pierden su identidad,
right,
entre todo eso. Nowadays we do better in identifying and validating that.
Yeah.
But antes, pues no. Entonces, I think that with that, unfortunately, it just was something that he just could not find the way within himself to express himself truly and freely, free of judgment.
Okay.
Y pues se lo detuvo y nos agarró de bajada.
And when this happened, was it like the first incident, or were there already red flags and you guys just kind of, like you said, like not necessarily like not darle la importancia que se merece, but just like you said, you expect your dad to be the strong one. You expect your dad to like get out of his funk. Like, did you guys ever see a red flag, or this was the first time?
Yeah, I think that, there was definitely red flags, but they weren't extensive. O sea que...
Okay, Angelica, sorry. Go ahead with your story.
That's okay. So we were on red flags, pues sí vimos unas cuantas veces, como por ejemplo, y qué bueno que me lo preguntan, ¿no? Porque this is something that potentially anybody that is possibly going through it can look out for these, right? So like change in behavior within his routine, change behavior in appearance también. Él empezó como a no estar muy enfocado en su trabajo. Él trabajaba limpiando campanas de restaurantes, entonces él tenía que subir al roof a limpiar los motores y se cayó una o dos veces, se lastimó. Empezó como a tener como desacuerdos con las personas con las que trabajaba, y uno de ellos lo hirió y terminó en el hospital otra vez. Pues de ahí empezó que, pues ya sabes, no hay trabajo, pues no hay para la renta. Y empezó a perder un montón de peso. Like if I showed you pictures,
was he just
you
not
would see
eating,
him
or do you feel now that it was part of his depression and his way of like kind of like vouching out, like, hey, I'm hurting?
No, not thinking about it, I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, they obviously stop eating. An interest, they start to lose complete interest in living. Yeah. So anything that they can do to fasten the process to ending, they're going to do. So the signs are obvious, but we were not, as a family, we were not trained to even think about them being emotional or mental. Nosotros pensábamos que tenía algo, pero que era como una enfermedad. Yeah. O sea que no hacemos la conexión entre que una enfermedad está bien mental. Yeah. ¿Sí me entienden? O sea, nosotros decimos, a lo mejor tiene diabetes o la presión o qué, pero nunca, en ningún momento, nos ocurrió que era mental, que era psicológico. Yeah. Hasta que I think it was both. I think it was just him just losing interest in whatever. So he didn't have like a sense of no corría con el tiempo. Él no sabía ni qué hora era. Entonces, al mismo tiempo como pues comer era lo de menos. Porque estaba tan preocupado, me imagino, de otras cosas, de las cuales no hablaba, no se expresaba. So that's how we started to notice, and we actually did make it to, we went to a counseling center. Ya después de que ya no hallábamos ni qué hacer, entonces empezamos a ir a llevarlo a terapias, a consejería, y llegamos hasta con un psiquiátrico. Wow. Y yo me acuerdo muy bien, porque yo, ya sabes, uno, cuando eres la mayor, pues tú te encargas de la mayoría del tiempo. Y pues yo lo llevaba y enfrente de la persona yo le dije, es que yo tengo miedo que algo se va a hacer, que él se va a lastimar. Y te digo que él me lo juró, me dijo que no, mija, no te apures, I won't do that. Uh-huh. Pero como al día o dos, pasó.
Wow.
So you see, they're very good at
lying.
Telling you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. O sea, es de poner bien, mucha atención, mucha atención y mucho cuidado. Y creo que la mayoría de nosotros estamos tan envueltos en nuestra propia rutina que se nos olvida. Yeah. As we forget to slow down, right? And just look out for some stuff. You'll be surprised to find out that most mental health illnesses begin like 6 years old. Y eso es algo que, pues, a ver, dime tú, digo, a lo mejor me equivoco y no estoy juzgando para nada, porque yo prevengo de mi gente. Pero a mí, ¿quién fregas me iba a decir eso? A ver.
Yeah. So
nobody.
Did your parents were married?
My parents were married.
And your mom
at the time. Yeah.
Tu mom like do you think like your mom would like I'm just like thinking scenarios in my head. Like was your dad like more angry or more actually the opposite, more calm, or your mom, like would she voice out like, oh, nada más quiere pelear, o siempre está de mal humor, o nada más está callado, o no quiere hablar? Like, did your mom notice it first, or it was like you guys all started just noticing little patterns here and there, and it was like much more noticeable?
So my mom bounced.
Oh.
My mom was like, bye, porque pues ya la verdad que crédito para ella, porque tampoco fue fácil su vida, ya sabes que se casan chicas y pues fue difícil, el hombre acá, la mujer allá, and they lived their life. Mm-hmm. And communication wasn't a thing. Mi mamá, no estoy segura qué pasó, porque pues te digo, la comunicación no te la enseñan para tener ciertas pláticas, yeah, ni con tu papá ni con tu mamá.
Yeah, that's true.
Y mi mamá pues se fue. De hecho, cuando pasaron separados, tenían 3 meses de separados. Entonces fue por medio de mis hermanos, porque mis hermanos se quedaron a vivir con mi papá. Yo en ese entonces estaba casada. Entonces yo vivía aparte. Y mis hermanos me empezaron a decir, mi papá está haciendo esto, mi papá está haciendo aquello, y era comportamiento no normal, ¿me entiendes? O sea, cosa de que what the heck, what is he doing, you know, in like obsessive ways. And so that's how we came to, you know, us being on this side of the spectrum now, saying, well, we need to open ourselves up to what else could it be. Yeah. Y llegamos, y tú sabes, por medio de que platicas ya with a coworker, with a friend, or whoever lends you a listening ear, y te empiezan a decir, ¿por qué no intentas esto? ¿Por qué no intentas aquello? Entonces así llegamos a la consejería.
Okay, so you started
no, they weren't married at that point. They were legally married, but they weren't together. Okay. So my mom didn't. I'm sure my mom noticed, pero como te digo, hasta ahorita mi mamá no lo habla. Okay. No habla de eso. Ella sigue creyendo que él tenía una enfermedad, como te digo, tipo diabetes o alta presión o cáncer o algo.
Yeah.
Y ella piensa que mi papá tenía una enfermedad que él no iba a tolerar, y mi papá siempre era de los que, no, si me hago viejo y ya no sirvo para nada, a la chingada.
Yeah. Sounds like my dad.
You know? Yeah, así dice. Y mi papá siempre era así, entonces mi mamá dice, no, pues yo se me hace que tu papá estaba enfermo, hija, y pues yo creo que él dijo, mejor primero yo solito a que me gane esta chingadera.
Yeah.
Y así lo dice, y ella, yo veo donde ella, no creo que se lo cree. Es como algo que ella se dice para entender, you know, porque para en sus ojos de mi mamá, pues nadie entiende. Nadie entiende porque si tú ves a nuestra familia, pues como vuelvo a lo mismo, hay ciertas cosas que pues no se hablan. Es como cuando llegaba, ya sabes, pues que murió tal persona, y cuando la gente llegaba a su funeral de mi papá, toda la gente del rancho, era como que, válgame Dios, pero ¿cómo?
Yeah.
Ay, no es cierto.
They were shocked.
Entonces, ni para qué explicarles lo que era el malestar, ¿no?
Yeah.
Porque para ellos era imposible, eso no existe. It's like voodoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, persínate en el Espíritu Santo, que no te des a madre, you know? Y pues ni cómo, no, pues ya no decíamos nada. Y ellos a nosotros tampoco, porque pues sí sería donde ellos sentían que si ellos se expresaban, pues como que a lo mejor nos faltaban al respeto y no era el momento. Estaban acompañándonos en nuestro dolor y nos apoyaron mucho, bastante. O sea, toda la gente, y voy a aprovechar porque siempre voy a estar tan agradecida. The thing we have as Mexicans es que, y más los zacatecanos, o sea, que si nos necesitamos, vámonos, ¿cómo le hacemos?
Yeah, that's true.
Y nos apoyaron tanto porque at one point we weren't sure, you know, how we were going to even bury my dad.
Yeah.
You know, he had life insurance, and it was about, you know, kind of doubtful whether it was going to come through or not because it was suicide.
Angelica, so you were telling us about your dad's agent for the insurance?
So one of the reasons I became a licensed life insurance agent at one point in my life, I want to say about 2 years ago, porque his life insurance agent came through for us like you have no idea. So she was like, I called in the claim and they were like, for sure, yeah, the policy is yours. And then they were like, wait, how did he die? Oh, never mind. Es que no, así no se puede. She took the time to look, research it, I would imagine, y dijo, no, ¿cómo no? Sí, se va a poder. So there's a 2-year gap. Anything you realize, and look into your policies. Mi gente, por favor, se los ruego, se los pido. Yo sé que es difícil creer en un producto que no te da resultado inmediato, pero te lo juro que aliviana a tu familia como no tienes idea. Entonces, if you look at your life insurance policies, there's a 2-year period, so that if you commit before those 2 years, obviously it was premeditated. But if you have had your policy for years and then it comes to play, that becomes something different. Pues mi papá tenía como 10 años con esta póliza que era bien pequeña, pero mira, entró y nos alivianó y pudimos pagar todo bien y pudimos poner a mi mamá en un mejor lugar como él hubiera querido. Okay. Porque él siempre decía, de esta casa salgo yo para que entre tu mamá porque es tu mamá. Period. No questions asked. Entonces, nos ayudan bastante. So that's another thing that, I advocate for. If you look at my Instagram profile, you'll see mental health advocate, life insurance advocate. I believe in it, and anything I can do to have others understand how it works so that you get yourself, go ahead and get an $8 policy. I think, free advertisement for State Farm. I think that they provide it. Okay. Pero porque te pone en un mejor lugar económicamente y por lo menos no te preocupas de cómo vas pues enterrarlos.
Yeah.
Porque no sabíamos cómo lo íbamos a hacer.
That's another worry that you're going through in a moment of grief and everything.
Angélica, ¿dónde lo enterraron a tu papá, aquí o en Zacatecas?
I'm sorry?
¿Lo enterraron aquí o en Zacatecas a tu papá?
Aquí.
Okay.
Oh, that's another thing, porque él quería que nos lo lleváramos para el rancho. Él quería he wanted to be cremated. My dad was a very, intellectual soul. He was era del rancho, pero él creció de este lado porque él se vino a los 14 años acá. Y él acá como que experimentó con todo, culturas, gente. So he was very open.
Yeah, open-minded.
Era puro corazón. If that makes any sense. Entonces él se abría a mucha gente y él tenía su idea de ser cremado. He wanted to be cremated and then he wanted to be taken back, to el rancho. Porque en el rancho estaba su papá y su abuelito. Y sabiendo que pues cuando le tocara a mi abuelita, también iba a quedar allá, pero pues por cuestiones de que no sabíamos cómo íbamos a hacerle, pues hicimos lo mejor que podía. Y luego mi abuelita vivía en ese entonces todavía, y pues mi mamá, siendo su esposa legalmente, a ellas les pertenecía la decisión. Porque él no había dejado nada en escrito. So leave everything in writing, okay?
Yes.
Let it be known.
Yeah, that was actually
Because
our last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sí, déjenlo todo escrito porque pues él no dejó nada, entonces estuvo la decisión. Imagínate tener que llamar a su mamá de 86 años de edad hasta el rancho. Y pues ahí estamos, de que arrímenle una enfermera para que por si se pone mal, con un calmante. ¿Y quién le va a decir? ¿Y cómo? How do you tell a mother? Any mother. You guys are moms. I'm a mom. How? And I had to. Pero ¿sabes tú qué? Que me sorprendió mucho de mi abuelita porque en paz descanse también. She was such a strong lady. She already knew. Le llamé y dije, abuelita, tengo algo que decirle. Y mi papá tenía un viaje programado para el rancho en julio. Y él falleció en mayo. So my grandma was expecting him. Y ella ya sabía que él andaba pues no muy bien, you know. Y she picked up the phone, she's like, ¿qué, mija? Dígame. Ya se me murió mi hijo, ¿verdad? Ya se me fue mi hijo. And I was like, oh my God. And I had to say, yeah. And he was like, okay. So she pulled herself together like she wouldn't believe, and she was like, ¿a qué horas me voy? Arréglenme mi vuelo.
Oh, wow.
Y me voy a ir. And yeah, for sure. She didn't even need the nurse. She didn't even need the nurse or anybody to come through. She had this. She got on a flight by herself and flew over. La fuimos a esperar y ya nada más llegó a venir a velar a su hijo.
Do you think she?
So ella estaba en Zacatecas. Oh, I think that as mothers we have an intuition. Que nos dice cuando nuestros hijos no andan bien.
Yeah.
And I think that we should pay close attention to that. You know, anytime you feel in your gut, you've got to have a conversation with your kids. Just do it, as difficult as it is.
Yeah.
Just look. I guess if you were going to take anything from this, is this any difficult conversation that you feel in your gut you need to have it. Don't be afraid of it. Yo sé que no se nos enseñó cómo hacerle o cómo tener las herramientas para hacerlo, pero háganlo, porque ese sentimiento es real. Es muy real, y yo pienso que su intuición de madre de ella ya le decía que algo le había pasado a su hijo.
Yeah. Do you think your dad actually voiced it out to her though, and it was part of like him letting someone know, and he just felt comfort in his mom maybe?
It's a possibility. I mean, they were good. Ellos sí se decían cosas, pero yo la verdad que lo dudo porque mi papá era muy bueno para decir que estaba bien. Él siempre decía, estoy bien, no tengo nada, no me hagan caso.
So alguien like un hermano, una hermana, like a compadre, someone that came up to you guys and be like, you know what, he came to me and talked to me, like, no, you guys never found anybody? Oh.
No. He had a really good friend y él lo prueba para todos lados ya en sus últimos días. Y él sí me decía, pues yo no lo veo bien, pero ustedes sabrán, you know. Pero no me decía que platicaba cosas con mi papá ni nada. No. No, I really think that that's another thing, you know, that para ellos como hombres siempre tienen la duda de que pues es mi compa, pero pues nomás le puedo decir ciertas cosas. It's not like that between men, you know. They're more likely to confide in a woman, to be honest.
Yeah, that is true.
You know, so if as a woman you don't open yourself up with your man or your dad or your brothers in that way, pues como, you know. And that's another thing that, you know, I feel like a lot of us have to work on también. En tener relaciones, sí. Yes, opening up, just having an open relationship with, realize this, you know, like if you're capable of being compassionate and open with any person that you come across with, si tú tienes en tu corazón ser abierto y ser comprensivo con una persona que no conoces, pues que no puedes hacerlo con tus hombres. Y a ellos, si ellos no se abren a ti, pues ya es otra cosa, right? Pero yo, I guess I want to encourage us to be okay with having difficult conversations, opening up, and speaking about things that you probably normally would not, or you weren't raised to talk about. Like, for example, I keep going back to like, do you remember even having like the talk with your parents?
Yeah, that's
like
that's what I always say. Like, my parents were never open like that, so I completely understand you how it was just so hard. Like, I think as a man, even for him to open up about anything, because how do you talk to your kids about things that are taboo? How do you bring up a conversation?
Yeah.
Sorry, Angelica, how old was your dad?
My dad was 52, 53.
When he passed?
Yeah. He was what they say, estaba joven.
Yeah.
Estaba joven. Yes. So, I guess, the biggest thing is that I wish that he would have given himself a chance. Porque tienen que entender, es algo muy de ellos, Oftentimes, I think all of us as his kids questioned what we could have done different, what else we could have done, or maybe I myself, oh man, went through 2-3 years of, I'm sorry I wasn't patient. I'm sorry I didn't ask the right questions. I'm sorry I wasn't there more. But truth be told, is that it's a decision that they make.
Yeah.
And they're not in anywhere near, comprehension of the pain that they're leaving behind. They're just not there anymore.
Yeah.
I
feel like
it's
just about taking away their own pain, that they're not thinking about getting the pain, like solved, or finding a solution, or getting out of that black hole that they're in. I think it's more like an instant relief and finding a fast solution, because it's eating that person alive. I can't even imagine. I've never gone through depression or anxiety or any suicidal thoughts, but I could only imagine that they're in such a dark place that you don't think, like, because we hear it about all the time, like moms falling for depression right after having their baby. Like, having a kid is the most beautiful thing you'll ever go through, and obviously sentimos el amor, and we just gave birth to this beautiful kid of ours, right? But a lot of moms fall into depression, and it's like no hay como salirte de esa. It's like you just gave birth to life, but your life is upside down, and you just want a fast way to solve that, to get out of that black hole.
Right. And I think it's actually, proven that it's also like a chemical imbalance, in the brain. And it's just out of their control, to be honest. They're not present in anything else. It's just like you said, they're just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. And so, and here's the deal though, like, life is hard. Y más para ellos, porque imagínate lo que es crecer, pues, humildemente, siempre necesitar tener que trabajar jovencitos, cruzar la frontera solos, porque él era el mayor, y luego llegar aquí and the culture shock, like, I remember it.
Yeah.
Yo me acuerdo, no manches, o sea, ¿qué estoy haciendo aquí? ¿Y qué me están diciendo? Porque yo no hablaba el inglés cuando yo llegué. Yo llegué a los 10 años y yo no entendía ni hablaba el inglés, y me acuerdo que pensaba, ¿qué me están diciendo estos hijos de su? Y lloraba.
Yeah.
And then you come here and you dress different, and, that sense of belonging is just y tener que madurar, porque pues tienes que trabajar y tienes que mandar dinero para allá, para México, para ayudar al siguiente, y después te dicen, pues tienes que casarte porque pues ya cumpliste tus 18 años, órale, ¿qué estás viviendo? No hay de otra manera y lo haces casi porque te están diciendo que tienes que, y vienen los hijos y a crear hijos y tú ni estás ni creado tú.
Yeah, y más responsabilidades and all that.
Ajá, y la presión de tener que ser ese macho que se dice que tienes que ser y ser proveedor de familia, y tener que resolver problemas, éramos 4, 5 ya que estábamos de este lado. Entonces, si no era una, era la otra. Y luego, you add on as kids, man, we're selfish.
Yeah.
We're selfish. We're like, let me live my life y yo quiero hacer eso y te vale. Pero ahí llevan los papás a ver cómo le hacen contigo. Y luego, las presiones de, pues, un matrimonio, Like, marriage is hard, dude. It's not like a simple thing. It's not like 2 + 2 is 4. No, it's como freaking algebra shit,
Put in the equation.
And, yeah, like, órale. And, I think it was just, and then if things don't work out, imagine, having dreams and you go out for that dream and it doesn't work out. And now you have to start from scratch and what's everybody going to say? Because everybody has an opinion, and ellos no están programados para hacer todo eso a un lado. Like, they don't know how. Because they always grew up with that being okay, in a very judgmental type of, Ahorita todavía vas al rancho y a veces cuando vas de aquí para allá si te ven con una cerveza en la mano y disfrutando a good time, ya todavía te señalan. Todavía. Mira, loca or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just how we are and how it is, and so they're trying to think that's really what you're supposed to do. So, ¿cómo le hago para dejar todo eso a un lado? Ellos se les dificulta hacer eso.
But your dad never voiced that out. Like, there's so much pressure on me, and now that your mom is not with me, I need help, or it was just you guys just trying to find help for him. Like, he never actually voiced out, not necessarily, he was going through a dark moment in his life, but just the help or him feeling, like it was so much on his plate. Did he ever say that, or did he ever, like in a dad way, just tell you guys, what, like, you guys expect so much from me and I have so much going on? Like, did you guys ever hear him like quejarse or any of that?
No. From my dad, it was more like, oh, shit, look at me, I'm a burden.
No los quería molestar, pues.
Sí, no quería molestar. Mi papá era una persona así.
Sorry, go ahead.
He didn't want to, or he didn't know how. It's uncertain, pero no, nunca hasta su último día, la última noche que lo vi, fíjate lo que son las cosas, la última noche que lo miramos, éramos todas. Y hablamos, ¿sabes de qué hablamos? De amor. Así era mi papá.
So it was
de amor, de amor. Yo pienso que sí. They usually plan it.
Oh, okay.
They have it well planned out.
So do you think it was his, like in a way, his goodbye to you guys?
Yeah, I think that was, his, okay, this is my goodbye. This is me, like, fully my heart is out here for you. This is what I want you to, do. This is what I wouldn't advise that you do. And this is how much I love you. And this is how much I wish I was loved.
Because as a man too, like that's hard too. To say the actual "I love you" is very hard, and we've talked about it in episodes before. So, I mean, there is guys that don't have a hard time saying "I love you," but for the most part, that's part of our culture, that it's hard for macho mans to express, you know, their love for their family or you know, somebody that they really care for. When you say you were with him the last night, it was all your siblings or the majority, or it was just a few of you guys, or was it planned? Was there a birthday, something, or you guys just normally would get together?
Well, you know, at that point we were kind of pulling forces, you know, para asegurarnos de que estuviera bien. Entonces ya estábamos como ya yo iba a la casa todos los días y mis hermanos ahí vivían. You know, so ya era de que platicábamos mucho con él. So I'm pretty sure, I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure it was all of us girls. My brother was younger. Y estábamos platicando con él. But I remember very, very much my one-on-one with him. You know. So it was just that talk. It wasn't really anything about, estoy cansado, ya no puedo más, no sé cómo hacerle. En ningún momento. Yo me vine enterando, imagínate. I didn't have a sense of his financial situation until after he passed. I remember, you know, y hasta ahorita, that's the type of woman that I am. Me arremango, it's got to get done, let's go. And I had to be, at that moment, the most strong person that I had ever met in my life. I had to pull it together. Y tuve que hacer a un lado mi orgullo por mis hermanos, porque ellos fueron fuertes en su propia manera, pero yo sentía que yo tengo que ser fuerte porque esto se tiene que arreglar. Yo tenía que arreglar el funeral, yo tenía que arreglar misa, yo tenía que arreglar todo.
El velorio.
¿Cómo le voy a hacer dinero? ¿Quién me va a prestar? ¿Quién me está dando? Ahora voy para acá, ahora voy para allá, es todo. Entonces, I had to, you know, and I didn't get a sense of anything hasta que me senté. Recuerdo muy bien que estaba yo contando en una libreta el dinero que estaba entrando, que nos estaba prestando, que no. Yeah, so we were, you know, I was writing down, you know, y estaba mi familia, los más importantes, y estaba yo diciéndoles, nos falta tanto, you know. Yo saqué mi savings, mi hermana también. Anyway, we pulled it together, y hasta ahí, you know, I had to go into his account. I had to figure out a way to go into his account. Pues pobrecito, a ver si tenía dinero, ¿verdad? Porque pues se ocupaba. Y tenía $700 en su cuenta. Porque él ya tenía como unos 2-3 meses que no trabajaba. Porque estaba herido. Y hasta ahí me cayó el 20 de que vale Dios. He wasn't even going to make next month mortgage.
Wow.
And I can't imagine that I've been there. I've been a single mom now for, creo que ya voy para 12 años. Y ya me he tocado ver donde digo, ¿cómo no le voy a hacer?
Yeah.
Pero es aquí donde nosotros las mujeres somos más mentalmente, emocionalmente más fuertes.
Yeah.
Eso sí lo creo y lo tengo más validado que nada. Y no les quito a los hombres porque ellos son la razón de vida también. Pero nosotras somos más fuertes. Porque nosotros por lo menos decimos, pues, no sé cómo, pero ahí voy.
Yeah.
You know? Y a ellos se les dificulta mucho. Porque lo único que saben es trabajar con sus dos manos.
Yeah.
Mi papá era lo único que sabía, trabajar con sus dos manos. Y si no podía trabajar con sus dos manos, en su mente de él, ¿para qué era bueno entonces?
Yeah, that is so true.
¿Cómo iba a poner comida en la mesa?
You think him getting hurt and affected him?
Yes. Absolutely. I think it was one of the, you know, most valuable reasons as to why.
Do you guys
I think, it
blame his
happened one.
coworker? Did you guys ever think about it like that?
It's so funny that you asked. He came to me when my dad passed, porque yo todavía trabajaba. So my dad was out in the field and I managed the office. So the guy still worked there when my dad passed and I had to show up to work. Y me dijo el señor, me pidió perdón. El señor le dijo, quiero que su familia y usted me perdonen y quiero que me dejen atender su funeral, por favor. Pero yo no lo vi prudente, dije, no, hombre, se lo van a chingar. Ahí van a estar sus hermanos de mi papá, no, ¿para qué? ¿Para qué voy a poner a alguien en ese lugar? And my dad actually instilled in us to be forgiving. My dad, one of the most wonderful qualities that he had, that we have, I believe, is to let it go and be forgiving. No por nadie, por ti. Porque el rencor es muy, muy pesado.
Yeah.
So he did believe in like letting go and just living because it's just too heavy on your shoulders to carry that burden. So yo no quiero que mis hijos, y no lo dijo también, porque le preguntaron que si quería meterle cargos al Señor. Y él dijo, no, yo no voy a ser la persona culpable de que 5 chamacos no tengan de comer porque este hombre la regó.
Wow.
Pues el Señor lo iban a arrestar and stuff,
Yeah.
And so my dad was like, absolutely not. I don't want to carry that. And I think my siblings and I all have this quality that at least I myself do. Like, para mí, digo, está bien. Si tú me quieres hacer algo mal, algún daño, quieres hablar de mí, échale gas y yo te ayudo.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I'm not going to concern myself with it because I want to be that forgiving person eventually, although it doesn't happen instantly, right?
Yeah.
Pero el hacer no quiso y pues se le honró eso y at the end of the day, it all became about honoring him the best way we knew how. And it is to this day. To this day, I became, so after it all happened, my family and I just became very much about educating ourselves. Because now there was this monster that we had no idea existed. ¿Y cómo lo vamos a domar? ¿Cómo lo vamos a manejar? Y otra cosa que mi papá tenía es que él creía mucho en la educación. Siempre nos decía, estudien, vayan a la escuela. Always, all the time. So I think my family and I just became like, okay, here's this monster.
Yeah.
Y ahora pues lo tenemos que domar porque si no lo domamos, pues nos va a dar a la madre.
Yeah.
Mi hermanito sufrió mucho, mi hermano. A sus 15 años, perder a tu papá como hombre te quita. Like every boy, every man deserves to have their father figure.
Yeah.
And he didn't get that. He was just growing up. And so, también mucha consejería para él, mis hermanas, yo. Después de que ya pasó todo, me volví loca. Guys, I went like freaking mental, like for real. And I didn't want, like, nothing made sense. I remember it. And thank God, hay un Dios, lo creo. I'm not a practicing of any religion, but I have a very close relationship with God because I believe that He's real. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here telling you all this story. Porque yo, después de ahí, me perdí, o sea, no, dejé de hacer muchas cosas. It didn't make sense to me to do everything that I was doing before that. Like, I let myself go. I stopped being a wife. Dejé de todo lo que te enseñaron a hacer como mujer mexicana. Lavar, planchar, cocinar, limpiar tu casa, atender a tu marido, todo eso yo lo solté, dije, no, I don't know. Y hasta yo recuerdo que yo le dije a mi ex marido, yo ya no te quiero, güey. Punto y aparte.
But was it your way of grieving, you think? Or just like maybe el coraje que tenías de like, of everything that was going on, everything was bottled inside. Y como tú dices, like what you said in the beginning, like, you know, you started asking yourself, like, why didn't I ask the right questions? Why didn't I have the right words? Do you think maybe that was your way of venting out and just like your own cry for help too?
Yeah, I think that was, you know, I've always been a rebel, and that was me rebelling towards the situation. You know, I didn't understand it. It didn't make sense to me.
You didn't want to accept
I wasn't educated about it. I'm sorry?
You didn't want to accept it?
No, pues ¿cómo? Mi papá para mí era mi mejor amigo, el hombre de mi vida, porque él me salvaba de todas por todas. Él me sacaba de todas. Si algún cabrón no me regalaba rosas, mi papá me regalaba rosas. Él llegaba con rosas on my birthday, on Valentine's Day, on special day. He had me. He had my back. Financially, in every way. He was like my Prince Charming, and then my best friend, and I lost it. So I didn't have it anymore, and I was like, well, this doesn't make sense anymore. Like, I don't get it. Like, I didn't even see my children, guys. Mis hijos estaban chiquitos, y yo no los veía. Era como like a dark cloud surrounding me and completely invading my vision. Yo no veía más allá de nada, más que mi propio sufrimiento.
Yeah, and it is like, and it is,
Pero
it is a way of grieving. It's te ciegas. You have so much pain, and then you're like day by day, like, because I've heard it before where people are like when you're grieving and somebody approaches you and te dice siento tu dolor, like no sientes mi dolor. You don't understand me. You don't understand what I'm going through. So es ese coraje que sientes, and it's like you want everything to just disappear so that you could grieve or like feel better on your own, but like cope with it by yourself. So
yeah, there's something, you know, while training for mental health, there's something that they taught us that I was like, oh damn, that's true. Y dicen que hay una diferencia entre la empatía y la simpatía. O sea, la empatía es sentir junto contigo, o sea, siento lo que estás viviendo porque ya lo viví en carne propia, ¿verdad? Y la simpatía es como decir, te entiendo, pero a ratito se te pasa porque yo no es imposible que te entiendan al 100% porque no lo están viviendo. That's how I saw it. I did get a lot of sympathy from people, but I didn't feel like they understood. I didn't feel they saw me. You know, I didn't feel that. So I was like, yeah, nomás me están diciendo, me están juzgando como loca pendejadita. No me entienden en realidad. Nadie, nadie, ni mi esposo en el momento. Él nada más me decía que tenía. Y yo no podía ni decirle, porque mi coraje era tanto que yo decía, like, if I tell you, like, you're gonna get it, you're not gonna.
Cuando fallece tu papá, and then soon after you got divorced too?
Yeah.
So you, like...
So...
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. ¿Qué me vas a decir?
No, so, cuando, okay, so te separas de tu esposo, te divorcias de tu esposo, but you, like, was it really like, you know, your marriage was failing, o era tu manera de like rebel, como tú dices, or just like he wasn't understanding you and it was too much on your plate?
You know, I think I take responsibility for my end of it. he's not here to speak for himself. But I really truly believe that it was just on both ends. Pero pues, como te digo, viene siendo beneficio de haber crecido en una cultura donde no se te enseñó cómo hacerle, cómo lidiar con ciertos obstáculos, no se te enseñó. Entonces él no supo comprenderme, no supo entenderme. Para él yo me estaba desquitando y él no sé por qué si él no había hecho nada,
Yeah. And that just goes to show the domino effect that it has, when a sudden death happens in someone so close to you, that it doesn't just ruin you as a daughter, it ruins you as a wife, as a mom, as a sister. Yeah.
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 The level of trauma is expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive. And you could talk about so many points in regards to it. This is why it's so important to me. I feel like if I talk about it, there's people out there that are listening and that are making a full connection and they're saying, oh, yes, exactly. And in that, they will know, hopefully they will know that, pues abre la puerta a que te ayuden, a una consejería o qué sé yo, porque me and him, we didn't, all she knew is that I was going through something he didn't understand, and he was out, because he didn't know how to help me, and I wasn't even letting him, for the matter. Yo lo empujé lo más lejos de mí que se podía. Yo no quería, I just didn't want anything to do. By the time I came around, I remember I don't know how, okay, divine energy, call it whatever, God, pero tuve la capacidad de ir al mismo centro de consejería que mi papá, y ahí, they evaluate you, and the first thing they do is they give you, they'll tell you whether you need to stay inpatient or outpatient, or if you would be fine with counseling and medication. You have to go check in every month and whatnot. So I got automatically medicated. And I steered away from it because, girl, all I wanted to do was sleep. Ahora sí no valía buena para nada porque dormía horas extensivas. No sabía de mí, de mis hijos, de nada. Entonces cuando empecé a notar, yo dije, no, I don't like this. And then I stuck to just strictly counseling. So I went for 2 years, I went to counseling, I think once a week. And so another thing is, once you go through trauma and you open yourself up to counseling, be aware that this is something that you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. And that is okay. That is okay. That is your form of treatment. Es como estarte tomando tu medicamento para la presión o el diabetes. Yeah. Pero tienes que tomar todos los días, So I went and I started to come back around. By the time I came back around and realized the mess I had created, it was just too late, And he obviously took his, he found a solution. The old man did. And he also had to deal with his own consequences. But it just so happened that, together we had enough consequences. Like we had already covered one another enough. Y ya estábamos como que, no, pues es que ya te cubrí más. Entonces, pues, si va a ser así, órale, Yeah. But I think that it brought me back around to definitely having, that idea of, at least to realize that I wasn't going to allow being disrespected. Yeah. And when I came back and realized that, then it ended. And then, girl, this bad bitch was born that day.
Yeah. And look at you
Porque
now,
ahora,
advocating and being so strong.
you know, I pride myself in being that. And I will tell you this, you know, everybody has a story. Don't let anybody tell you that your story doesn't validate you. It sure the hell does.
Yeah.
You know, and I am strong because of it. And I am who I am today because of it. So to the last of his days, my dad did leave a lesson. It was just as to whether we were going to take it as such or we were going to take it as something else.
Yeah.
You have a choice. Okay? Any, you know, heartbreak, tough situation that you are faced with, you have a choice. Tú decides lo que si es una lección o si lo vas a hacer sufrimiento.
Yeah, that is very true.
You know? Y tú decides lo que hace contigo. Yo decido que mi dolor me haga más fuerte. Porque mi dolor es todos los días. Todos los días yo lo recuerdo. Todos los días yo lo extraño. Y todos los días le pido por él después de todo lo demás. Y yo le pido consejos. Y yo anhelo yo tener una conversación con él cuando algo se me complica a mí y no tengo esa oportunidad. Entonces, that hurts. That sure the hell hurts. You don't know pain until you've lived through pain. But you choose what your pain does with you or for you.
Yeah.
I just simply choose to validate me in a different way. And I think that everybody has that capacity. It's just that we weren't programmed that way.
We have to learn to
you know, we were, right. You have to learn to do that. And there is avenues, you know. I grew so much as a person, as a woman, you know, and my confidence level is at a different, like, a veces digo, bájale 2 rayitas, ¿no? You know?
No, I hear you. You're so brave. The way you speak about this whole situation and the way that you're like now trying to help people and
bringing awareness.
Being an advocate for these, you know, very serious situations. You took a different route. Hay mucha gente que cuando les pasa algo, they're grieving y sienten coraje and they're like, no, fuck, you know, you're not gonna understand me. Ojalá que te llegara a pasar algo así. So Angelica, we're gonna close off the video, not because we want to. Our camera is dying.
It's dying.
There's a joke in Chingonas that I don't charge the camera, but I promise I did charge the camera. It's just it's dying on us. So we're gonna close off the video. Thank you so much. Like literally, you had us both here in tears. Yeah. Your story was beautiful. I appreciate you reaching out to us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Angelica.
Yeah, and when we have guests here, when we have a caller on the pod, we like to give them a moment to say a little shout out or a little message that you'd like to share. So, any shout outs or?
Well, you know, mi raza, échenle muchas ganas, edúquense por favor, pongan atención a sus hijos. You know, let me mention a couple of things. You know, I am an ambassador for the National Hispanic Suicide Prevention Network and for Amy Studio in Elgin. You can look us up, reach out to us. Again, I am not here to, you know, evaluate you. I'm here to provide you a link to good help. Let it be known there's a 1-800-273-TALK, a hotline, también en español, 1800-628-9454 si quieren hablar. And it's all confidential. And then there's a text as well that you can look into if it is hard for you to talk about it. Get out there. Let's talk about it. Let's approach difficult conversations. Let's get our brave on. Thank you all for having me.
Thank you, Angelica. We're gonna for sure make sure to put the links in the description of the video to so that our listeners could find it easily. And once again, thank you so much for being on the call, for being so brave, and for sharing your story.
Your dad is very proud of you because you're helping a lot of people now.
Yes, for sure.
Right, girl. I hope so. Thank you so much, guys, for letting me do this. I appreciate you and your podcast. Keep it going. Y'all doing so good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Angelica. Have a good night. Okay, thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Nice meeting you.
I'm going to message you. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Guys, we were very much silent. I think we were just listening to Angelica's story and just, just, I guess, picturing everything she was telling us.
She was so brave. Oh my God. Like, I had so many moments where, like, oh my God.
I didn't want to look at you because I was like, I don't want to cry. But I just, like, it's real. And I'm really happy she messaged us. And this goes to shows that, like, we are getting heard from different people, not necessarily like our family and friends, people that don't know us. And they want to reach out and talk about things that, they want to bring awareness about. So once again, I'm so
happy to have her on the call.
Yeah, I'm very proud of Angelica, and I'm pretty sure her dad's very proud that she's helping out other people out. And if you have a story and you want to also help and share awareness, message us, email us, and you're on the call. And we
could also do this anonymously.
Yes, so anonymously and no judgment at all.
Your name or anything.
But just use Chingonas to talk about some real shit.
Yeah, and we're gonna end today's episode. Our camera's about to die.
Yes.
So thank you guys so much for watching, for listening. Make sure to subscribe, and we're gonna leave the links down below to this amazing story. Like I hope that you guys pay attention, and if you guys are going through hard times, make sure to
reach out to someone. So guys, until the next episode.
Bye.